And Highway, a brilliant crossback.
100 days that shook the top.
He'd have been out and somebody would have said, will you wear a Dockers t-shirt? Defo. And he'd have believed in it, but he'd have said defo anyway, whether it was, I'm sure if it was a picture of Jordan, he'd have done it. And that's why we like Fowler as well. It was about Liverpool, you know, and that's who he plays for. And the people generally who go and watch it from Liverpool, and it was a big issue at the time. And you do need that. I can't really see Beckham doing it. I mean, Beckham's a great player. I wish we had him, Cole, and Giggsy, and obviously Gerrard, and Haman, he'll get a game. But that is what, I mean, I'm like, that kind of doing those things that you're not supposed to do, or that the authorities look down on, whether it's the authority at school or the police or the government or your management, when they say, we shouldn't have done that, you should have just done an interview, you know. But it was a brilliant moment. And all those things added up to this kind of, what people thought, he became a misfit, and he wasn't. He was the most fitting footballer for our team, that really, probably more than any other player we've ever had. He came from Liverpool, and he wore his heart on his chest, you know, and he'll always be, you know, the god of Liverpool, the only person probably that could ever have taken over Dalglish's crown. So that Dockers thing, regardless of what it was about, just to see someone do that, and when he slid into the net on his nose, you know, even if he'd have been on his back, he'd have been on his nose, because he has got a hooter and it's a beautiful nose. You know, you need things like that. That's why you go to Matt.
Stick, the Dockers were getting a lot of stick for, obviously, for, you know, for what they were doing and what they believed in. And it was actually Stevie Mack again, you know, I think it was one of his uncles who was having a bad time at that time, and Mack had brought us obviously 2 t-shirts in, obviously to put under the kit, you know, and just to show our support. And obviously we planned not doing it for when we scored, but after the game when we exchanged tops and people could see it that way. But obviously he scored a goal and lifted up, and the amount of publicity he got from it was, you know, it was great for them, you know, and I think it showed, obviously not just my support, but you know, Macca's support as well, because you know, we believed in what they were trying to do.
Yeah, it was a gesture what went down well with the fans.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I got paid, so I got fined, I think it was the equivalent of £900 at the time, but apparently there was, you know, collections going around Anfield at the time to help me pay the fine, which was, you know, it just proves how much you know, that support meant to them. Yeah. But it was great, but I mean, it got a point across anyway.